Thank God, I was a little worried.
With no viewers. And for anybody who's watching this, oh, there's nobody watching this. I can't explain it anyways. We'll explain it when people come in. But today, we're going to be working on the Swamp Witch again. But I'm not going to shave her today. I'm going to mount her head. And I'm hoping, Chris, that this doesn't run the full 2 hours tonight. Because I've been dying to start sculpting again. Mm-hmm. And I saw Alan has been posting all these sculpts, and I'm like, damn it. So I'm going to try to not run the whole 2 hours tonight. I don't know if it's going to work. It depends on how far into this I get. But, so the first thing I got to do is find my head. Cody, I think it's behind you.
Nope. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, it is.
Yes. This is my witch's head today. She doesn't look very menacing. But I need to figure out, that neck is just way too high. Way too tall. So I need to figure out how much of this neck I need to take off. And I'm going to guess, because then I can just adjust it later anyways. So I think I'm just going to take it down to about here. She's got her head like kind of tilted to the side a little bit, so I wanted to do that with him, with her head here too. So I've got a piece of PVC, and I got to bend PVC today too. So that's one of the things that everybody gets to see. Anybody who doesn't know how to bend PVC gets to learn that today. Oh, you know what? I should probably turn my phone up so I know when people are commenting.
Yeah.
Well, and just as a reminder, if you guys have questions, please post them on the YouTube channel where you're watching this so that we can get you those answers.
Yes. There, the volume's up. All right. Here, Cody, have some head.
Yeah.
Who said we need to keep this appropriate?
I was going to say, isn't this a family show?
This, you know what? The Haunting Grounds blog used to be a family-friendly vlog until I found out just how boring I am when I'm family-friendly.
Oh, and I got weight stuff on
And then
me.
Cody's mother took off, and I became a little less family-friendly, and I don't know if it's more enjoyable or not, but hey.
We enjoy it.
Cody, grab me a coupler, straight coupler, and just another piece of PVC. Because
Sure.
I don't want to try and bend this with my hands.
This?
Yeah, top drawer. No, straight coupler.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
This one?
Yep, and a piece of PVC. That's fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you could have given me a straight piece of PVC. That's all right.
How is it not straight?
Cody,
Oh, well, I wasn't paying attention.
I see that.
I just figured all of them started off straight. Ooh, what a thunk.
Is that making a lot of noise, Chris?
Not too bad.
Okay. So we get ready to come and grab this.
Well, what?
The
stick?
No, the pecan. I don't know. I'm not going to be able to. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, there we go. Where did you get them off? All the way up.
Goes all the way up?
All the way up, yep.
Oh, all right. I thought it was in the middle. Yeah, that's probably terrible idea. Oh, yeah.
It's very hot.
I haven't used it in a while.
It's very hot.
Yeah.
And that's all there is to it, folks.
So
Grab that.
The dog agrees.
Yeah.
Grab that. Oh, that's not even all the way in. That's good
Oops.
enough. Just roll that piece of PVC with the heat gun on it, and heats right up and bends real easy. And then as soon as it cools, it's still warm. As soon as it cools, it's pretty much stuck in place. Bent PVC. It's that easy. I should probably take my fan down. It's really quiet. All right, where's my head? Where's my head, Cody?
Cody had it last.
What's that?
Cody had it last.
No. Here's your head.
Right now I just have to figure out how far in the head will go. Look at that. And it goes right up to that. So good enough. All right. And that is and yes, for anybody who hasn't seen the pictures, I finally finished the Death's Head tombstone. Let's say, we'll say 4 inches. So what do you think, Chris? What do you think of the body shape so far?
I'm liking it.
And kind of like,
But as certain people would point out, it still doesn't have breasts.
yeah, I know.
It's really looking kind of masculine.
You know what else I realized? I didn't make it so it's presenting me. So every time you talk, everybody gets to see you.
No. We don't want to watch me.
No, let me bring up the tools. Yep.
No.
That's not it. That's it. That it?
The Pirates of the North Court says, "Arr, pirates in the house." And the tombstone looks great.
All right, where's my controls? There it is. All right. Number 1, you have to give Chris control here. And then number 2, there. See that?
Yay. Did you hear what I said about Pirates in the House?
I did. Pirates of the North Court is in the house.
Yep.
And the tombstone looks great.
Yep. And Lydia says, hiya, glad I made it early for once.
Early? Everybody's late. I started this off. Nobody was in here. Let me move the camera down so you can see.
Might want to give a quick recap of what you've been doing.
We're working on the head today. Got to get some head done. So.
Say that with a straight face.
Got to get some head done. So we took our wig head here and we chopped off a couple inches. Nobody wants to cut off a couple inches of their head, but, you know, had to be done. And we bent the piece of PVC. So anybody who wasn't in here already missed out on learning how to bend PVC. Let me move my camera back up so you guys aren't staring at my belly while I'm talking. But pretty much all you do is you hit this with a heat gun. You sit there and just kind of roll the PVC back and forth and with the heat gun on it. And then once we got it heated up so that it would bend, I took another piece of PVC with a coupler, threw it on there, and bent it so I don't burn my hands. Mm. Now, stick our neck piece in here, and I got to kind of figure out exactly, because her head sits kind of cocked side, but also like a little bit forward. So that's pretty good. Maybe I'm going to turn this just a little bit more. I think that looks, I may end up having to raise this up just a little bit, but that's okay because I can fill all that in with foam. I still got to make her shoulders. So her shoulders are probably going to be up around here. And if I look at the picture, her shoulders are just about even with her chin. So this is going to come down. This is going to come up. I probably didn't need to take half as much of that neck off as I did. But no worries, right? Mm-hmm. I could always, if I wanted to. Nah, I don't want to. Nah. We'll just fill that in with foam. And yeah, I think that's probably about good.
Hey, Lydia, SK is only paying me with gratitude and love.
And a t-shirt.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dang it. I don't have my t-shirt on. Ah, yes, and a t-shirt.
Yes. For everybody who heard that, Chris is topless today.
Yeah, good thing you can't see me. Wormwood Hollow says, been following from the start. Love how she's appearing before us.
Excellent.
And
how
Boston...
sit here and watch this stuff from the start because I have a hard time stomaching watching myself do it.
Boston Haunted Manor says, good evening, everyone. And please warn me before you put me on camera. I need to put a shirt back on. I'm not Bruce Janzer. I got to have a shirt on.
All right. The other thing I think we're going to have to do with this thing is I'm going to have to drill holes in the eyes. So I may do that. Well, I'll do that a little bit later. Because I've got these eyes here, these stupid eyes, that I'm just going to turn around backwards and paint myself. But I do need to bore them out so that they sit in there in about the right place. And hope I don't mess that up too much. So I think that head is that's in a pretty good spot. I don't feel like messing around too much with this. So I'm just gonna, Cody, go grab me, never mind.
Sounds good.
I got it. And for anybody who's ever had this, this question I think comes up a lot. People want to know how to preserve the great stuff after you've opened it and started using it. And I can't guarantee this is going to work today, but this is what I've always done, and it always seems to work out for me. First of all, once I'm done with the great stuff, I do not clear out the nozzle. I just let that sit, and then it all dries up inside of the nozzle. And I don't know how well you can see that. There's not much left in there. It all kinds of collects up to itself and just dries up there. So then I take these little metal rods here, and I have no idea what they're for. They were left behind when I bought the house from my parents. But they work. You just kind of push all the old stuff right out through here. But I think that's the key, is I don't try to clean it out. I just let it dry up inside of there.
I should say thank you to Pirates of the North Court for correcting me. It's not breasts, it's chesticles.
Yes, chesticles. I haven't heard that word in a long time. I really, really haven't. It's a little tight in there, so. Let's see what I have that I can use to kind of bore some of that out. Like a drill bit. That is funny, chesticles. I haven't heard that in a long time. Yeah, when you're doing this, these really long drill bits work really well. Get this garbage out of there. Little tiny bit stuck in there. There we go. Nothing like the broken end of a Q-tip to clear out it. Perfect. Anyways, so it takes a little bit of work, but that seems to work for me.
Yeah, be sure to shake it or it's going to end up,
Being all goofy.
yeah.
I wonder if I should glue the PVC. Nah, the hell with it. I can't see it going anywhere. I don't think there was a whole hell of a lot left in this.
Now, do you remember how many cans we've gone through so far?
What did I start with? I think I started with 12. We've got a little bit of foam coming out of here. But waste not, want not, right?
Yep. Use it all.
Cody, grab that other can of great stuff. Tell me how much is in that one.
Yeah.
So they're open in there. Yes, we have Cody here helping out today.
Yeah. Oh.
Would you knock over?
Is he helping?
I'm spectating it.
Being a gopher, I'm not going to sit here all day with this. So, huh? Oh, that's empty.
Okay, I'm dressed now.
It's just not empty. Let's see if I can clean this one out just a little bit quicker than the last one.
I got a full one. Freaking Christmas all over again.
Yeah. Well, that one went a lot easier than the last one.
Tired of moving my arms.
So yes, if I didn't already say hi, hello Dave and Lydia and Mr. Horton.
Who is Wormwood Hollow?
I believe that is Conrad Bouvier, if I'm not mistaken. Which I usually am, but oh look, I'm dripping shit all over my freaking the camera harness thing. No, let's just, you know what? That'll pick off later.
Pirates of the North Court says I've covered the nozzle with great stuff and a plastic bag and duct tape.
That'll probably work too. I don't do anything to it.
Yeah, I kind of haven't either. I mean, I've tried the whole tape thing and I never got it to work right, so I ended up always using a wire to clean it out.
But good news for us, we still have 3 cans. And they're still on sale at Lowe's.
I think you better buy more.
I really only have to do the arms left. Right? And the neck of the boobs.
Lydia says, watch the hands there, SK. She may not have chesticles yet, but she's still a lady.
All right, let's see. Hey, we've got foam. Hopefully the foam doesn't expand upwards and start pushing the head up. And I might as well build the shoulders up just a little bit here, I think, right? While I'm sitting here with the phone.
SK, you might want to try to figure out how to weigh that head down, because I think what is going to happen is that foam's going to expand and lift it.
I'm hoping that it doesn't, but I think we're going to be.
Will.
I think we're going to be sitting here the whole time. By the time this foam is dry, we'll still be here. And I think it's got enough room side to side for it to expand that hopefully it won't do that. But who knows? I've been known to be wrong before, so. Cody's going, yeah, right. He just admitted that to the camera.
Uh-huh.
Should we be taking bets on it?
How often am I wrong, Cody?
100% of the time.
I was going to say, we might be able to ask the question, how often is he right?
Yeah, no, unfortunately, he's mostly never wrong. So he thinks sometimes.
It's not that I'm never wrong. It's just that when
You just know your stuff.
when I give you advice, especially when it comes to women, when I give you advice, it's because I've been there before.
Mm-hmm.
I don't claim to know it all.
But between you and
That
Google,
was the big conversation was Cody was used to get really attached to girls.
yeah.
A little too attached. And I told him, I said, dating in high school it's kind of like trying clothes on. You try them on to fit, and if they don't fit, you gotta, go to another rack. Quite literally.
No wonder he doesn't like to go shopping.
Was that pun intentional?
No. Yeah, but it worked out well.
Yeah.
That worked out well. And I'm running low on water too.
Hey, look, you got a case down there?
This is why I have water here, Cody.
Really? I never would have guessed.
See, the boys like to hijack all the water in the house and take it up to their bedrooms and let the water bottles accumulate. At one point, I think we pulled out, 18 empty water bottles out of Bryce's bedroom?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean,
So I actually had to buy my own water for the basement. Should probably put my drawers here so I'm not spreading water into the tools.
Boston Haunted Manor would like to know, are you going to add more great stuff to give her the pot belly, or will you use the paper clay?
I think that really she's actually gotten the pot belly now, and I do have a lot more of the shaving to take down. So I think I'm going to be good. I think. I do got to add a little bit more to her butt is just not filled out properly.
She just needs a little more definition.
It looks her butt just looks very flat. So, oh, hey, look. Yeah, see, this thing's mostly expanding outwards. Doesn't seem to be pushing the head at all. So I think that's going to be okay. But I do need to fill in quite a bit in here.
What is that hanging body you have next to it? What is that one made out of?
That's made out of some kind of expanding foam. It was something that we bought at Midwest last year, as they were closing up, so they were trying to get rid of stuff, and this was one of the bodies that they were not able to sell. But I found this kind of useful, at least to get the female figure a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
And she does kind of have a pot belly. I think the girl who posed for this was probably maybe a few months pregnant.
It's kind of what it looks like.
Yeah, so.
But you can see, too, that on this one here where the lower back and the butt is, and compare it to yours, that lower back piece is where you need to bring in. It might help to find the butt area.
Yeah, because her legs are a lot smaller. I mean, now this figure is considerably larger and probably will be a little bit more full figured, but I think I still got a lot of stuff that needs to be taken down, and I did quite a bit this morning on that leg. So it's getting there. I haven't had a whole lot of time to work on it just because yesterday I had hoped to get all this done yesterday and actually do the workshop yesterday, but we spent most of the night wrapping soap. So
Yeah, I just spent an arm and a leg as we were talking.
But you know what? It's good. That's the soapy stuff is working well for her, so good for her, right? Ooh,
Yes.
stuck my fingers in that.
Good job.
Yeah, right.
At least it wasn't latex all over your face.
Yeah. From experience, never shake an open bottle of latex.
I was going to say that sounds like that was from experience.
Yes, that's from experience. And what was worse is this was back. Christy was still in Arizona at the time, and we were on video chat, and I was doing a corpse skull. I was doing latex and cotton corpsing, and for some reason, I decided that the latex needed to be shaken up, which it clearly states on the bottle: do not shake. You're not supposed to shake up the latex because all it does is add bubbles. So stupid me, with the cap unscrewed all the way but still sitting on top of it, shook it up. And it was all over me and all over the computer. Luckily, it just peeled right off of the computer really easily. My hair, not so much. Eyebrows, nah. I had my beard very short at that time, so it did kind of peel off of my face. Not too bad.
Dripping stuff.
Oh, look at that. She's taking a shit. Yeah, that's just off of the back there. So let's spray that up and get that to cure. And hopefully we can carve that down a little bit tonight. And in the meantime,
tomorrow's Wednesday, right?
tomorrow is
Wednesday.
I have to go back to work.
Me too. Not that I ever stopped
I'm
going
going
back
to
to
take the right size bit. What is that? 2 3/8. 1/4. That looks good. So I'm going to try and drill these eye holes out. I don't know how well this is going to work, but you know what? It's got to be done. So her eyes are set. Oh, it looks pretty close to normal.
Kim Beady-Eyed Brat Kennedy says, I would have paid to see the latex in your eyebrows.
I'm sure she would have. Now I've got little beads of foam all over the place too.
Yeah.
Takes care of that. That wandered a little bit on me. I think this is good. You need a charge.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Woody? It's over there.
Yeah.
It's all plugged in and everything.
See, reminder, folks, this is live. This is real haunt stuff. Tools don't work. Batteries go dead.
That's right. No editing here. But that's why we have a spare. What's the matter, Cody?
We're good. This is a big one, right?
Yeah, it should be plugged in. Oh, you know what?
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's plugged in. It's just a little light. It's just a one little light. You barely see
I
it.
couldn't see it. That's why. Yeah. Never mind. I was kidding.
Wormwood Hollow would like to know, would a unibit work?
Unibit? What is a unibit?
I don't know. I was thinking a uni eyebrow, but hey, I don't know. Wormwood, what's a unibit?
I'm going to need more air in a can.
To Wally World.
Not now.
Well, obviously.
All right. So, for all intents and purposes, let's stick her eyeballs in here. Just to kind of get an idea, anyways. That looks pretty freaking creepy.
Why, hello.
Wormwood Hollow says a unibit is life.
Okay. I think that looks pretty good.
Actually, it's a staggered drill bit.
You know what? Post a link so I can look at one. I'm not going to look at it now, but make sure that the head looks good.
Oh, it almost looks like an arrow.
Oh, yeah, we have one of these.
That's funny.
Pretty sure we have one of these.
What? Let me see.
Don't we?
Oh, yeah, I don't know that that would really work out too well for me on this, just because I don't want to go too far back with the eyes. I don't want to drill the holes too far back. And those would probably go quite a ways back. Although I am still considering whether or not I want to light the eyeballs. Still on the table. And it will be on the table until I start covering this with the paper mache, and then that's pretty much going to be off the table at that point if it hasn't happened. Because I'm going to need to drill a hole straight through the back of the eyes and mount the eyeballs, mount the LEDs. I don't think I want to. Hey, Cody.
Ropes.
Ropes and some of that nifty little watermelon juice. Sure. If you would. If you would be so kind. Thank you. The other thing I got to do is I'm going to have to cut the mouth out so that I can open the jaw a little bit, because she's got an open mouth, and I want to make sure I can do that. But again, this is something I think I'm going to have to wait until this foam settles in here.
Wormwood says that you can get that bit at Home Depot, and he says that when you're using that, every notch is a different size. So you wouldn't necessarily, unless you wanted it really deep, you wouldn't go all the way back with that bit.
Right, but the once I got to a certain point, I still have to be quite a ways back further into the skull, into the head, with the narrower portions of the bit. Unless those come, I don't think those come off. I know what he's talking about now. Cody brought it up on his phone. But no, for this, I think the paddle bit was fine.
Well, here's something sad.
What?
Most of this was from a small cup.
Right.
Our small cups are about the same size.
Hey, you didn't know that?
No.
Sweet tart ropes. These things are absolutely disgusting. I don't know who the hell came up with them.
And you're going to eat them?
I can't put them down. Fantastic. It's like somebody took a Twizzler and then gave it a sweet tart enema. It's like somebody shoved sweet tart, like wet sweet tart, right up inside the Twizzler's ass. Look it out. Oh, they're fantastic.
Wormwood Hollow says was wondering on feeding wires for eyes. Oh, SK answered. Never mind.
Okay.
Kim BDI Brat Kennedy says, so you invited us all to watch foam dry.
Yes. Welcome to my life.
Boston Haunted Manor would like to know, do you have a particular vendor for eyeballs, or do you get them at a craft store?
I bought, and you know what? That's a good topic. I don't know where the hell these eyeballs came from that I have. These ones. I don't like them, but the fact that they're going to make good blanks works out well for me because I don't have anything big enough. But I did buy eyeballs from two different places. One was eBay. And I don't know where because Christy took care of that for me. And the other one was Ghost Ride. Anybody going to MHC? Check out Ghost Ride's table because last year they had this giant bin full of these half eyes, kind of like this, little half eyeballs, doll eyes. And the ones they had are phenomenal as far as the appearance. Cody, go grab my map. Oh no, where is it? Which one's the one? The one with Alan's mask on it. Grab that one.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Rita Gebhardt has said that she uses a melon baller to scoop the eyes out of the foam heads. It works perfectly.
Yeah. Right. This is an Alan Hops mask. But I'm trying to get a focus on that. You can see how nice those eyeballs look.
Yeah.
Those are from Ghost Ride. Now, if you're going to MHC, they have this giant bin full of those half eyes, all different sizes, little tiny ones, life size ones, all different sizes in between, and it's like $20 for as many as you can scoop out in one hand and throw into a bag.
That'd be terrible if I can.
I know. I need to find somebody with like gorilla hands to go with me. Because I got, with one scoop for $20, got probably about 12 sets of eyeballs. That's not bad. And oh, and these are the ones from, and I don't know how well of a focus I can get on that because
I can definitely see the difference in them.
yeah, these are definitely not as nice. I mean, they work. If you're, and these are the ones I had considered using for her because I needed yellow eyes, and these just didn't match what I wanted. So, but if you're going to MHC, definitely check out that booth and see if they're going to be selling those eyes again like that. I definitely think it's worth it.
How's that head coming, SK? Is it lifting?
No, not at all. And I kind of wish, I kind of want to do something else just because I really don't want to sit here and do nothing. So I'm thinking that maybe I should, I don't know, maybe I should throw the other arm on here and glue that in place. And start. Cody, which one's the upper arm and which one's the lower arm? They look the same fucking length to me.
Well, maybe because they are.
No. See if you can find a sheet.
Oh, sheet would be over there somewhere. I thought maybe it was in that corner. But I don't know. There's a piece of paper right on your wood glue. I don't know if that's.
No, that's not it. That's for the LEDs. I took these arms off and I can't figure out which end's which.
I think you also went out of focus, at least on my end. I'm sure that was Cody's fault, though, right?
Probably. He stuck his fat ass in the
Enormous.
All right. Upper arm is D. Really? I would have thought for sure as shit E would have been the upper arm. Well, I guess it's a good thing I looked it up, right?
Hey, Cody, can you focus him back in?
How? I should.
I don't know. It's really pixelated.
Really? I see me crystal clear.
Yeah.
Oh, look. I just found the rest of the eBay eyes. Love it when that happens. I guess we have to wait for somebody to comment and tell me whether I'm out of focus or if it's Chris's computer.
I don't know. I look pretty damn clear.
I know. I look pretty clear to me. I can see clearly now the rain has gone. I'll stop now.
Probably the best in the world.
I know. All right. So D is the upper arms. Like that.
D is the upper arms.
D is the upper arms. I'm going to do with the PVC cement. And let's all get high. Oh, this is not good PVC cement.
Uh-oh. Do we have any good PVC cement?
Read better.
Kim says you're fuzzy, so I'm not the only one. Either that or you need to shave. Not sure which.
Oh, yeah, I might need to shave.
I don't think we have any because you bought one.
Actually, it cleared up now.
And if that's not the good one, then that's...
Well, you know what? It's kind of wet, so
Yeah.
fair. You know what? Grab me one of those tongue depressors. Like, PVC cement seems to have decided not to play nice and turned into jelly. But the good news is that I really don't care because it's not. It doesn't have to hold any kind of weight other than its own. So I'm just going to smear this jelly on it like it's a peanut butter sandwich.
Shit smells amazing. It's terrible. It's good.
Hold that.
Sure. Sniff it.
Oh, it's terrible. There. And just squish the shoulder a little bit. Whoops. The foam is all dry on the outside, but it's very squishy on the inside. Yep, that's holding. That's holding good enough. And I think on this, I'm not going to bother trying to cover this with the hardware cloth. I'm going to try and just put the great stuff right onto the PVC and see how it holds. All right, I need to see where this arm has to go. So she needs to see. Sorry if I'm standing in everybody's way. I kind of got to figure this one out here.
Carly says, I miss the witch shaving.
No, actually, I'm going to do more shaving, and I may do more shaving tonight. I'm just trying to get. Boy, I wish I had a better. Because here it looks like her arm is in a little bit. This one it doesn't. I feel it comes out a little bit there. Ooh. Definitely think that's probably about good, right? Let me see. If I'm standing here, right? If I was standing here like this, my arm was here like that, and I was reaching out, probably out a little bit more, right? Okay. A little bit more, yeah.
Yeah.
Go out there.
Yeah, I think so.
See, that's how we work. We sit there and I get into the position and see how.
Yeah.
And it works, right?
Sure. As long as you get in that position.
Mm-hmm. Right, where's my? I'm looking for something I lost.
Yeah, what is it? It's your coffee. It's in the microwave.
No, it's the Sharpie.
Check your pocket for the Sharpie. Your
Oh, here it is.
Pocket. Yeah. Oh, I was wrong. All right, I think I'm gonna head upstairs for now.
You suck.
I know. All the time.
He's leaving us already.
He is. He's whipping out already.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, everybody, a couple days ago was Carly's birthday. So everybody wish Carly a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Carly.
Carly's now old like me. There's actually like a fair amount of halfway decent glue down at the bottom of this thing.
Now, are you going to cover the arms in great stuff too and shave that down?
Yes. Yes, yes.
Carly says, aw, thanks. When do I get my tombstone?
When you make it yourself. That was rough. Carly actually has a large amount of foam here in our greenhouse waiting for her so that she can carve tombstones.
So then I guess the question should be, Carly, when are you going to get me my tombstone?
There you go. There you go, Carly. There's your first commission.
She says, damn it.
And Carly's actually going to Midwest with us. So yay.
Is that a first time for her?
No, actually Carly's first time was last year, and Carly went with us last year, and we had a blast. We had it was us and Carly and Jeff and Julie, Jeff Ventura and Julie Ventura and Jeff Rosano. We all drove out there together and had a grand old time. And I'm looking for, I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached. Well, the interesting part of this is going to be the hands. When it comes time to do the hands, I'm actually going to have to take this. I have to get this done as far as I can possibly get it before I start the hands, because the hands are going to stick out enough where I'm not going to get this up the stairs, I don't think. Yeah. I don't think she'll make it up the stairs, because her hands are very, very large. Not in love.
Yeah, like it's moving back.
It is. It is. It moves a little bit though. I can get it to go a little bit. I just wasn't completely happy with the angle of the head. I think that's a little bit better. Now I wish I'd have had that tilted a little bit more to the side too.
You might be able to if you push it in more.
You might be able to pop that right off and grab a hold of this with a pipe wrench. I'm not afraid to rip a friggin' head right off.
See, folks, again, this is live.
That's a little bit better. That's it. So you can't be afraid to, you know what? You don't like something, dig in, rip it off, and do it again. It's never.
Now, if you have a stick or something, maybe you could move up some of that foam onto the styrofoam to keep it attached. Or that. Okay, it's dry to the touch out there, right? Nope, it's pushing it up.
Yep, I know. But it's getting that connection there that I needed it to do. And now, a little bit happier with that head tilt. So yes, I'm going to try to just start covering this with foam. And I think what I want to do, before I do that, is I want to try, you know, I've got some saran wrap here. I want to wrap her upper body with the saran wrap just to keep it separate from the arm here. Because I really don't want to have to sit there and carve these two apart from each other and chance ruining the shape that I've gotten with the upper body for now. So by doing that, if this foam expands and starts to cover this up, I should be able to carve it out from this side, just be able to pull it away and still have that shape of the body there. Right, that's a good idea, right?
Yes, because some people don't know that great stuff doesn't stick to plastic like that.
Right. Righto. This piece is a little high here. I do want it to stick there in the armpit. Oh, we've got. Get in there.
SK Spookmaster66 Miles Dudley wants to know, did you sand the PVC first?
I did not. And I don't know how well it's going to stick, but I'm going to hope for the best. It seems to be sticking all right. I'm just going to go slow so that everything I put on here is kind of sticking right to the is getting pressed right up to the PVC and not being allowed to drip off.
Do you think you might have to do that in layers to get more definition?
I might. I probably will. I don't think I'm going to get enough expansion out of this to get that to really take a good shape, especially here on the upper arm. And that's the other problem. If you go too fast with this, you put too much on here, you're just going to be dealing with this stuff dripping off. So
I love the dog howl.
yeah, I get a lot of flack for that one at work. I get a lot of flack for a lot of things at work. But my text tone is one of them.
Christopher Presley says, that is what I should have done when trying to make my human tree rather than bubble wrap and masking tape. That was a disaster. Looking good, SK.
Bubble wrap and masking tape. Did he do bubble wrap and masking tape for the overall shape of the tree?
We'll see what he says.
I'm going to try starting from the bottom here this time. Kind of like decorating a cake.
Kim, beady-eyed brat Kennedy says, is there a reason you're not using paper mache to build it up?
Yeah, I need a lot of shape here, and I really would rather have a very thin layer of the paper mache as opposed to actually filling this all out with paper mache. I just feel like that is kind of a recipe for disaster. And I don't know, maybe it wouldn't be, but I'd rather get the general shape in foam and get as close as possible to everything, you know, all the muscle definition. I'd like to get as close as possible as I can to that, so that I'm only putting a very thin layer of the paper mache or the paper mache clay on here, only because paper mache clay takes a while to dry and thin layers do not. And I don't want to be there forever with the paper mache, because you see how long it takes me to get normal stuff done. I kind of feel like if I was to try and do that like with thick layers of the paper mache clay, that I would never finish this. We would get halfway done and it would sit there next to the next to the corpse bride.
In response to what you asked Christopher about, he said yes.
Okay, that's actually that's an interesting thing. I had a couple of years ago, probably several years ago, I had probed on one of the forums, Halloween forum or Haunt forum, probably Haunt forum because I stuck with that one more than I did with Halloween forum. But I probed people for a way to, you know, what was going to be a good way to do the texture for a tree, because I wanted to do a tree. I think Alan had responded. At that point, I didn't know who Alan was, and I don't think I put a whole lot of stock into anybody's replies, because I think I kind of fell away from the idea of doing that project anyways. But I want to say I think that I think he recommended melting plastic, kind of like the melting plastic corpsing. But it was so long ago, I don't remember now, and I really have a terrible memory.
Spookmaster66 Miles Dudley says, which great stuff foam is that?
This is just the regular stuff, the gaps and cracks.
And Christopher would like to know, he has a question, where do you store all your pro? Oh, wait, wrong show.
Yeah, apparently, I don't know. I must have missed a lot of stuff from Hunter's Hangout, but apparently that's the big $1 million question that nobody's supposed to ask. It's a forbidden question now. Nobody's supposed to ask where we store all our props. I'll answer you. There's my answer.
Yeah, there was a whole joke about that, and I got banned. I'm just kidding. So now every week I ask it, what do you all do for storage?
That's actually working out pretty well. And as long as it doesn't peel away from the PVC while I'm trying to carve it, I'll be all set.
Christopher says, I'm making another human tree, but using a different technique this time. Also have a plan for the bark texture, waiting for layers of paper mache to dry.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait like that. I'm far too impatient, and if I wait for too long for something to happen, I'm going to be moving on to another prop, and this, like I said, this one will be sitting right next to the corpse bride over here, which you can see hasn't gone any further. She's still sitting there. Boobs are finished. Important part's done.
I guess we'll add that to the list of unfinished projects.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if I'm ever really going to finish that one because I really lost interest in doing a. Oh shit! I stepped in wet great stuff. That's fantastic. Don't step in wet great stuff. It's not good for your shoes. That'll come off eventually.
Just take your shoes off before you go upstairs.
No, this'll be expanded by the time I'm done, I think. I'll probably be playing down here for a little while. I don't think I'm going to get upstairs and get any sculpting done.
Christopher says, get your acetone. Is that something you use on the shoes, or is he saying your ass needs to be toned?
I think he's just unpleased with the shape of my ass. But, you know, Chris has really high standards, so. I can't meet everybody's needs. All right, now I got to figure out.
Trish Redding has joined us and says, my kitten and I turned in to say hi. Good night. Raising a kitten is like having a newborn, and I'm pooped. See you and Christy at MHC.
Hi, Trish. I'm so psyched. I'm so psyched for MHC. They actually have a countdown on my calendar. I went through and wrote the date on all the days, and then went backwards and started marking how many days are left. All right. Now I've got to get this arm. Trying to figure out the angle that this arm is at because I've changed this.
Oh, and Christopher says both. Spookmaster 66 Miles Dudley says, how much does she weigh? And she's still fairly lightweight with all of the great stuff, correct?
Yeah, I'd say maybe 15, 20 pounds. Maybe a little more than that. Maybe a little bit more than that, but maybe around 20 pounds. I mean, you see, I can pick her up pretty easy with one hand.
SK, when you're done putting that on, you might want to do show the photo of her again, too, for people who haven't seen it for a while.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's why you hired me.
That's why I keep you around. Oh, shit.
Did you step in it again?
I did. Not only did I step in it again, I picked it all up when I stepped in it the last time. Little foam scraps stuck all over, stuck at the bottom of both of my feet now. They're fantastic. All right, those two are glued. I gotta. Oh man, that's a lot of fun.
Why don't you stick some plastic or something down on the floor, or newspaper or something over that, so you quit stepping in it?
Well, because it's all gone now.
Yeah, because it's on your shoe.
It's all on my shoe.
Now your shoes will be ready for tap dancing.
I'll be extra quiet walking around because I have a layer of foam underneath me.
Either that, or it will give you some height.
Yeah, I could use that too. I'm only 5'8". All right. Now I gotta find.
Scuba Spook 1 says, get to work. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's Tim, isn't it?
Scuba Spook.
Yep.
Scuba's here.
Yep, he's in the house. Lydia says, I'm feeling slightly better about getting great stuff on the cat.
I'd rather have great stuff on my shoes, or my cat for that matter. Of course, I don't have a cat because I'm deathly allergic to them. But
What you know, there was another hunter, Jason Becker, who actually did a vlog when he actually stepped in great stuff on bare feet.
yeah, that'd be fantastic. Well, that's like perfect position right there too. I think. Just about.
Okay, Christopher would like to know why you decided to go with the spider heel joints if you're just covering them with great stuff. Why not just bend the PVC with a heat gun?
Because the bent PVC, especially the angles that I've got to bend this at, it's just not sturdy. And I wanted to make sure that this is sturdy. If she blows over, I don't want stuff breaking. And pretty much right now, and she's got a little bit of wobble at the ankles, but she's got.
What did you end up doing at the bottom of that for what she's standing on?
What did I do?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. I haven't changed
You just,
it.
oh, okay.
I haven't changed it, and as of right now, this hand will add to the forward center of gravity. That hand may not. I haven't figured that out yet. But I may end up putting another piece. I have a giant piece of plywood sitting here. I have my little plywood stash. So.
Well, if anything, if she falls back or falls forward, you could just put some kind of a weight on top of that.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to expand the back because realistically, if I expand it backwards a little bit and expand the whole width all the way around in the front, I can cover that with foam as well, and I can taper it down to make it look more like a mound.
Right.
And that'll give me a deeper deeper base to drill into to mount the grass and the cattails and stuff. So the thicker base is not necessarily a bad thing, as long as I can still pick it up.
Right, and get it up the stairs.
And get it up the stairs. That's going to be the trick. We can barely get the gravedigger up the stairs. He's got to be finagled up a little bit.
Christopher says he stepped in 2-part Home Depot foam in bare feet. Thank God for acetone.
That's awesome, Chris.
I still want to go back. I'd like to see the pictures of the poor cat with foam.
Now, I'm not sure if I want to go too much further. I wonder if I'll be able to start carving this. It seems pretty solid. You can give it a shot. I don't know if I want to go too much further because I'm not completely happy with I still want to shave this out a little bit. If I can keep that away from there for a little bit longer, I can do the chest. She's got some serious elbows. She could probably lift a horse. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave this for now and just let this cure. And I still have enough room to get the knife around behind here to play with this edge here. So I definitely think that needs to come in just a little bit, and the same thing over here. See, really, I don't have a whole lot of room to play with for the arm over here, and yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think she can definitely come in a little bit. Jack up there. This is what happens when you don't hang shit the way you're supposed to. Now you'll stay. Probably not.
Spookmaster66 says, is there a lot of cash and carry stuff at MHC, or is everything ordered? If cash and carry, is there still stuff left on Sunday? That may be the only day I can go.
My experience, MHC is probably 90% or better cash and carry. I think one of the things, if you're going there for a fog machine, you'll be ordering it. At least from Froggy's Fog. We got our fog machine from Froggy's, not last year, but the year before, and we had to order it and have it brought there. But everything else, I think everything else that we've gotten. No, I stand corrected. Gantom lighting. Gantom lighting. If you really want to dish out $550 for 8 spotlights, you have to order. They don't have that in stock there, so you're not walking away with that. But most of everything is cash and carry.
I would think that the ability to order it would be great too, especially for those who don't live close, because then it just gets shipped right to their house and they don't have to try to worry about getting it on airline luggage.
Right. I think everything there you can order. At least most of the stuff that I've been buying, I could have ordered. I like the convenience, because we're driving out there. I like the convenience of being able to just go grab what I want and come back. And like, I've got to pay. I'm hoping Screamline Studios calls me back. I've sent them a few emails. I've tried calling them. I want to get my latex, my mask making latex from them, because if I can get it with the show discount, it'll be the same price as getting the Monster Makers latex. And if I can get it at the show, then I can save myself $60 worth of shipping.
Yeah, because I know the Monster Clay one, that stuff is it's expensive to get it shipped.
It is. It's $33 for every 5-gallon pail, and it doesn't get cheaper with multiples. So I was looking at getting either 10 or 15 gallons. I certainly don't want to spend $60 to $90 in shipping. So if I can pick that up while we're out at Midwest, we've got, we're going out there with Carly and her husband have a Honda Pilot. We've got a Honda CRV. Between, the 3 couples and Cody, we're not going to fill both of those cars. So I can fit, 3 5-gallon pails of latex in there and save myself $100. But what was I just looking for? Oh, that's right. Cash and carry. Most of it's cash and carry. There is a lot left over. All the really good stuff is going to be gone. If you're going there looking for masks, you might be hard pressed to find any kind of masks. But some of the vendors, this was one of the things that I actually kind of fell in love with this thing when we went there, and I was like, oh, those things are awesome. So I had to get one, but they were pricey. And at the end of the show, we were able to talk him down considerably. So I walked away with this for I don't even know how much.
I was going to say, it would seem like on Sunday, you know, the vendors and stuff, they don't want to take stuff home, so they're going to want to wheel and deal, I would think.
They want to get rid of stuff just as bad as you want to walk home with it cheap. So if they don't have to pay to ship this stuff back, they're not going to. And if they can make a couple extra sales at their cost to get their, you know, to make up some more of the cost of their booth, they're going to do it. So yeah, I think I paid about a third of the cost for that thing, and half of that was because Christy was really good at talking them down too. And the other good thing is, they will dicker on their prices. At least some of them will, especially if you're buying a lot of stuff. Mark DeCashin and I were both looking at the lighting simulators, and after considering it, I'm like, oh, I'm going to buy it. And Mark said, let me talk. But he actually got a discount on the price because we bought 2 of them.
Wow.
So that's always a nicety of being able to be there in person and talk to these people too. You start flashing that money in front of them, it's like, I don't know. You got to have it. You got to have your money.
Yep. Mary's in the house. She says, yay, caught it live. Hey, everybody, and how much have I missed? It's okay, Mary. You missed a little bit, but you can go back and rewatch it.
Is that Mary Fettner?
Yep.
You know why she's late?
What did you do to her?
You spent so much time liking all of Christy's soap pictures.
Yeah, well, okay, I won't even begin to tell you how much I just spent while we were on here on those soaps.
Well, you know what? That's good, though.
Boston Haunted Manor said, per Tater, Foggies will be starting pre-orders soon. So there you go, folks. If you want to pick up your fog juice or fog machines, be watching for that, and you can pre-order it, and they'll have it there for you.
Yes. And I highly recommend Froggy's Bog Fog.
Yeah.
I tried that for the first time last year. We won 2 gallons of it. That stuff is fantastic. I love that stuff.
Scuba says, don't think twice about buying something at MHC. If you see it better, buy it because it won't be there Sunday. He says he knows from experience.
Yeah. Like I said, the good stuff's going to be gone. But you will be able to get things. Some of the stuff you'll be able to get a lot cheaper.
Oh, Amy's in the house, and she says, I must be having internet issues. Can't get it to play.
Oh.
And Scuba says, SK, there's only one Mary.
Well, unfortunately, in my life, I also have Mary Powell. And that's a considerable Mary to contend with. You have to consider Mary Powell.
Yes.
There is Scary Mary, and we love Scary Mary. Scary Mary won my first giveaway ever for the Haunting Grounds blog.
Oddity says, hey, everyone, been watching. Looking good, SK.
Hi, Sandy.
Well, we're kind of, are you going to start trying to shave?
I'm going to try and shave this neck down. Well, it seems pretty good.
Was that glued on?
Not completely cured in the center and the deep stuff. and she just lost her arm. But if I don't go too deep, I can take some of this down. Because I just cut through here and I just hit a sticky pocket. I don't know if I can get this off.
Mary says the bog fog is the bomb. We also used it last year. I won a scary peeper at Transworld and traded it for a gallon of bog fog.
Really?
And she also said that's why she goes by Very Scary Mary.
Very Scary Mary.
Yes. Boston Haunted Manor says bog fog, best fog juice for thick, low-lying fog when using a chiller.
Yep. Yeah, see, this is still a little soft right here in the center. That's all right. Oh yeah, I got some foam on I got some wet foam on my blade. What time is it, Chris? How far are we in?
6:33. And I think that when we finish up with this, that the last thing for you to do is to maybe go over what we have done over this is, by the way, folks, we're sorry, this is the 4th build on the Swamp Witch, not the 3rd. Yep. So maybe you can kind of recap what we've done over these last 4 builds and show a picture of what you hope to accomplish her to look like.
Absolutely. I don't think I'm going to be able to carve too much deeper on this. I mean, it's nothing that can't be fixed later down the road, but. And that's right. Thank you for reminding me, Chris, because I forgot about that. I didn't bother to check, which I always seem to forget to do. And this is actually the 4th one of these. So I got to correct that in the title. So anybody watching this after the fact, never mind. Never mind that I said anything. I did not make a mistake.
That's okay. When I posted it, I put in parentheses, it's actually number 4, or not number 3. So.
All right. Well, I think that's going to conclude my carving and work on this today. But I will go over.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What kind of knife is that? And where did you get it?
This. I'm not telling. Everybody's gonna wonder, and anybody who hasn't seen the shows earlier, we've had a million questions on this, so I will show it again. This is a DeWalt retractable blade knife. Apparently, they do still sell it at some Lowe's, but not all Lowe's. And this is the 25 millimeter. They also have I think it's a 19 or 18 millimeter.
I think Home Depot has those too.
They may. Oh, here it is. Yes, they have a 19 millimeter one. Same thing. Same exact knife. And they actually have one smaller. They have a 9 millimeter. And I love these knives. I've said it before. Because they're so thin at the end, you can really get a good shallow angle on things when you're carving them. So.
Logan is actually watching us, SK. Sorry to interrupt you. He's having problems apparently getting it to place a comment. So what he's saying is the proportions of the body are looking amazing and great job.
Who is that? Who said that?
Logan Roche.
Oh, thank you, Logan. Logan, are we going to see you at Midwest? I hope so. And I need to put away my PVC cement before it dries up any further.
He says yes.
Excellent.
And he says on his YouTube piece, he says he doesn't have a comment bar on live videos ever, even on Hunter's Hangout.
That's weird. I just noticed here that with this, it's kind of funny. I don't know if this happened on purpose or by accident. I'm pretty sure it happened by accident because I don't think I did it on purpose, but she's kind of got some kind of crazy camel toe action going on.
That's because that's where you keep handling her.
Oh. I just thought I'd share that. I didn't do that on purpose. But where were we? Where were we, Chris?
I forgot too. I'm sorry, I'm still lost on the camel toe. Steve Haunted Yard says, I need to buy some new juice for my new awesome fogger this year, and I need a Hunting Grounds t-shirt or hoodie. And Mary says that she has the same knife, and yes, she did get hers at Home Depot.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that we got these at Lowe's, but I could be wrong. Carly and I were out picking up. You know what? We did get it at Home Depot. That's why I can't find it at Lowe's. Again, my memory is shot. Steve, Haunting Grounds t-shirt. I only have large sizes left. So unless you're a 2X or a small, and I don't know, you might want to fit into one of those like super small ones so you can really show them what you got, show them the guns. But no, I think we actually discarded the screen, and I'm working on a new design that matches up with the overlay that I had on Hunter's Hangout, and which is also the banner. So I'm trying to get a new shirt done, and as soon as I do, I will let everybody know. And I'm really excited. I hope I can get that done because I think that would be a pretty badass shirt. Now, people wanted to see where this was supposed to be headed. So here are the original. Here's all the original research photos, and we'll zoom back in on those. Keep forgetting where my camera is. This is Meg Mucklebones, the Swamp Witch from Legend, the movie Legend. So this is where I hope for this to be headed. And to recap, what did we do today? Chris, we did bending PVC.
We learned that she has massive camel toe.
She does have massive camel toe. We bent PVC. So anybody who missed that can go back and watch. Earlier we covered that because I had to bend the neck here, the piece of PVC that's inside the neck. We did that. We learned how to use a tongue depressor to smear on halfway cured PVC cement that's no good anymore. And it worked. And we also learned that this foam, I think, is going to stay on this PVC. I think it's going to stick.
Yes, because you didn't shave the PVC.
I did not sand the PVC down before I put the
I said
foam on
shave, huh? See, I'm back on shaving still.
Everybody wanted to watch me shave her.
Carly says she's waiting for you to glue a Twizzler to yourself.
Who said that?
Carly.
Oh, here you go, Carly. It's a gender swap. Now she can use the bathroom.
Chris says dual purpose prop, witch for Halloween and stress reliever. And Steve said, cool, I really need to make some more to do more shirt exchanges.
I don't think I have a Steve's Haunted Yard shirt.
Uh-oh.
Just saying. But then I didn't really start doing shirts until Midwest the first year. And Don and Mary and Christy and I went through and made a shit ton of shirts and brought them all up there. So I really want to get this shaved down more. hopefully this week. I also want some time sculpting. I also want to get that groundbreaker over here and maybe a few other ones because I do have a second one that started. And I actually started this 2 years ago when Don and Mary was here. Don and Mary were here for, God damn it, get out of there. I started this one when Don and Mary were here to show them how I did the understructure for the groundbreakers. So we can actually get this one going. And if I can get a couple other ones started, I figure I can probably show the process a little bit further because there's a lot of waiting for shit to dry. So that's on my agenda. But if anybody has anything they want to see for one of these workshops, send me a message. Send me a message on Facebook or send me a message on here and let me know because I've covered the tombstone start to finish. And anybody who didn't see that on Facebook, I might as well share this, right? This is the final outcome of that said tombstone that I was working on during the past couple of tombstone carving workshops.
Looks good.
And I think it came out pretty damn nice. I may have to submit this for that tombstone contest, but I probably won't because I don't like contests anyways. So if there's something that somebody else wants to see besides the lighting one that we've got coming up, probably after Midwest, send me a message. I love doing this. I love sharing this stuff with people. I'm going to do some sculpting. I'm going to do some mask making. I might as well try and share some of that with everybody too. So something else you want to see, let me know. What were some other ones, Chris, that we were talking about?
Well, I've got a couple more things here for you. One, Mary says she is sex-y. Spookmaster66 says, real quick, how are you making the hands?
Good question, and I'm glad you asked. I love these things, and these are my go-tos right here. If you go to, probably the dollar store has them, but if you go to Walmart, they have them there for like $1 too. They are those glow sticks. And if you have kids, it's great because you buy them a couple of glow sticks and they love you for the night. The glow sticks come encased in these little plastic tubes. They're thick enough where they've got some decent rigidity. And the ones from Walmart are actually considerably better than the ones from the dollar store. Go figure. But they make great fingers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put I'll probably stick some kind of piece of PVC in here, slide something down in here that I can throw a screw in. You know, like, I don't know if this coupler would fit. No, coupler won't fit, but that piece of PVC would fit. And then I can throw a screw in there and that'll hold tight, and then I can attach the hand to this. And what I'll do is I'll use coat hangers to form the fingers. I'll cut these to lengths that I want the finger sections to be at, and I'll slip those over the top. And then I will paper mache over the top of those. And hopefully that gives me a nice rigid finger that I don't have to worry about getting broke. Because that's what I do on my groundbreakers. And it's worked on my groundbreakers so far. So, are you there, Chris?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
I spaced out.
Gotcha. I think one of the other things that we talked about doing was corpsing. And I have a really cool corpsing idea, corpse project idea that I may do one of these workshops on.
Boston Haunted Manor is asking, is there any chance for a tree making workshop?
We could. I don't know if I really have the room to make a tree, especially here. And if I do make it, it's got to be easy to take apart. But I could make a stump.
That'll work.
We could play with.
Carly says that she likes how you just ate that.
She's dirty.
Mary says the witch is sexy and wants to know, when will Don and Mary be arriving?
Don and Mary will be here at 1:10 p.m. Thursday, the 2nd of June. All right, they won't be here. They'll be at the airport. I'll be picking them up. And we're going to be doing some tombstone carving. So maybe we'll do a live workshop with Don and Mary.
Oh, there you go.
Why not, right?
Right?
We're actually going to throw a party, and the interest in the party wasn't all that high because there's a lot of other things going on in this area. That week, there's some big haunt garage sale. There's the Scarathon or Scaricon right over in Massachusetts. So I don't know. It turned out to be a wash, and I think we ended up canceling the party, and I think we're going to find something else to do. We may go out to Salem, but we have the rest of the week. Christy's got to work, so I got the whole week off.
Steve's Haunted Yard says he's making a stump now with great stuff.
Good. Let us know how that turned out, because I wish I'd have thought of that before. I tried making a stump before, and I never thought of using great stuff. And somebody had mentioned it while we were doing this, and I'm really interested in the way that turns out. I know Christy made her tree, and she used great stuff for the bark, and it looks great. So I'm always learning. Always learning.
Oh, I think that's a wrap.
All right. Should we open up the chat for people tonight?
Sure.
All right. I'll leave it to you. I'm going to stop the broadcast, and thanks everybody for hanging out with us and watching another boring workshop with SK and the Haunted Grounds and Chris Stebbins.
Well, if they're really bored, they're going to see me tomorrow night too.
Don't miss Chris Stebbins on Haunters Hangout tomorrow night.
Yay!
Special episode. Because Chris Stebbins is on it. Mm-hmm.
So is Alan Hobson. We just might have to just take over the show.
Who wants to see Alan? We want to see that Chris Stebbins chick. So we're going to open this up so anybody who's watching can come in and check out and join us and fart around and listen to all the tomfoolery that goes on afterwards. So again, thanks everybody for spending the past couple hours with us, and hopefully we'll see you next week. I have Monday off, so we're going to do this again on Monday next week. Okay, Chris?
Sounds great.
What are we going to do next week?
Are we working on the Swamp Witch some more?
I guess we can. I think we can.
We need to finish her.
I know, and I have full intention of getting some work done this week. I actually have Sunday off too, so if I can spend a little bit of time on Sunday working on getting the rest of this shaving done and getting the shape, down to the size that I wanted. It's got to be smaller than what her actual size is going to be, because I'm going to have that layer of you know what it is.
Right. Are you going to build the hands onto her, or are you going to make the hands and then put them on?
I think I'm going to, that makes me think that maybe I should make them and get the hands done and just get this to a point where I could screw it on and then finish it later, finish it upstairs. Because then I can actually do that work down here too.
Yeah, because then we could do a video. We could do the next one on how to make hands.
We can cover hands. I don't know if the hands will take up the whole show. Actually, I could probably cover an entire show on the hands, but I don't want to bore people that long. But yeah, we'll do that then. Next week we'll get back to this. I'll see how much of this I can get done, and maybe we'll actually work on her face some too.
Sounds great.
And that would totally suffice my urge to sculpt.
For now.
For now. I actually have 2 masks that I'm really excited about starting. So I was thinking about doing those Facebook Live things. Just because those are that's something I work on before I go to work. So I think that
sounds good.
That would be a good idea. All right, let's wrap it up then, and we will see everybody next week.
Good night, folks.
Good night. Thanks again for watching. You're over here. Bye.